This is Fat Kings Friday for October 31st. Happy Halloween. I'm Phil Olson.
I'm Tyrone.
Welcome to the show.
Welcome to the show. I don't know what's going on with the YouTubes. It's acting weird.
YouTube's is once again pretty fucked up. Let's just call it what it is.
So you'll see the thing that says no one, because normally we get a couple comments, and I know there's people message me, so I know there's a lot of people watching, but it's not showing anybody watching. So I'm like, what's up?
If anybody
So
can see the comments and has our Facebook chat, just send us questions if they come in, please.
Yeah.
If we get the chat working, because
Tanya can play secretary again, unless she missed the show.
back to work, Tanya.
I don't know if she's even here. Normally she says she's here, but she's not. But the little ringer, the little notification icon,
Yeah, it's fucked up.
has a ton of them. So there's somebody commenting somewhere, but we can't see it. So
Yeah, it won't even show us what that's being commented on. So
no,
That's
it
good.
just
A
says
lot of people are online right now, just in general. So I'm hoping that.
cannot fetch it. Like right now, I'm trying to load comments, and it's just sitting at loading. It
Yeah.
won't even load comments. So yeah, just message us on Facebook. So speaking of Facebook, it looks like you returned.
So throughout the week, I've been trying to post stuff on Fat Kings, and I forget to switch over to the Fat Kings profile, and then I post shit, and I'm like, oh, fuck it. But then I was like, oh, fuck it, I'll just comment under my own name, so it makes it easier because I don't have to put the -Phil. And so now I am commenting on people's stuff and allowing things that I've been tagged in to show on my page, but I wouldn't say I'm all the way back in. But I've definitely got a toe in the water. I'll leave it at that. So.
Just a tip.
And I will give them credit where credit's due, which is probably stupid of me, but I did put the chat app on my phone because I like the fact that you can just use it as a phone. Like if you're chatting with somebody and you just want to talk to them, you hit the phone button and it makes a VoIP call automatically.
Right.
I really do like that. I like that a lot. And when people really want to get a hold of you, they can call you. So that's pretty cool too. I mean, if they can call you on your phone, but like I'm thinking like if like a
As
Mel
opposed
call
to
me,
like calling you on your walkie-talkie, or
right? No, like if somebody in another country wants to call you, like Mel wanted to call me, or somebody in Oz wanted to call me, they could get a hold of me. And since I was kind of off the grid while I was in Oz and I was only on Wi-Fi, it was kind of a handy tool to have. So that was cool.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very good. Well, I saw you messaging,
Yeah,
commenting.
I have been commenting. This is all very true. So.
All right, now I'll have to apologize for my state of being this evening. I got to start a little bit early with the Fat Kings Friday party, so I'm not okay right now.
Yeah, I took that path last night, but that's for a very different reason. So I wasn't starting the party; I was ending the party.
Yeah, I know, but you didn't drink that much. I've drank a lot tonight.
Okay. Hey, man, there we go. Some comments are coming in. Yes. We got Peaks, we got Tanya, we got Sandra, and VSG Lynette. So there are people. Okay,
Yeah,
good.
no, and I'm starting to see the viewers pop up on the...
Wow, and now all of a sudden the notifications are back too. So they must have fixed it. They fixed the YouTubes.
They heard us.
They heard us. They're like, oh shit, Fat Kings are coming on. Those guys will badmouth us. We better get this shit right.
We're that important. We can bring down billion-dollar empires.
That's right. Yes. Which is why we knew it was time to relinquish control, because we had become too powerful.
That's right. I mean, at some point, you got to quit on top, right?
That's right. Yes.
And I thought about doing a montage of I remember back to when we first started this, the original Fat Kings, and we're like, what do we do? I don't know. Let's just record a video and put it up. And I was in South Dakota at that time.
Yeah.
And yeah, we did that first show. It was like an hour long. I got so excited at 40 views. I was like, yeah,
That's 40 fucking views.
played it, right? Then we had 12,000 subscribers, and we were #1 on iTunes there for a couple weeks.
Yep, we got all those deals with those different content distributors.
Yeah, with Bravia, Roku, and then Blip was what was actually the downfall of Fat Kings, because Blip TV wanted us to be a primary content provider because they were switching over to this new system. And I was like, fuck, do we go all in? It's like, okay, now's the time we either go all in
or we back the fuck off.
Or we're just like, fuck it. And I was putting in so much time in it. And
the video editing was horrible. That was handsy.
yeah, don't ever fuck with green screen.
No. Unless you're making a movie and you absolutely need it, don't do it.
Yeah. Or if you're just a one-man show, you know, you just set up behind you and you have your little funky graphics, I think it's okay. But to do both of us and the green screen and the lighting.
Different resolutions on our cameras, all kinds of it was bad.
Oh my God, it sucks. So I was like, you know what? I'm spending like 50 hours a week. I'm spending more time doing a 1 hour Fat King show than I do on my full-time job.
That's so true. This format's been better, and I think this audience has been better because the whole thing about this that was great is we did it when we were going through the journey, and then kind of our whole class graduated with us, and we kind of kept going, and we all kind of graduated around the same time. But what I think we've really realized lately is that there's the majority of the people in the community now are a new crew. They're new classes, and not that we aren't bringing anything to the table. We can still do that on our private channels or one-offs here and there. But we always wanted this to be about keeping people motivated who are in the process and feeling those pains together and commenting on it and having a laugh at it and just powering through it. So that's kind of why we came to this decision. I know we talked a little bit about it last week, but that's kind of
it's just to keep it fresh, and then it'll turn over. So the next guys who take over after us, we're waiting a little bit, right? Because we don't want everybody to stop viewing.
Right.
But, the next guys, whenever they goal out or they whatever, then we'll get 2 new people, right? And then maybe 2 new. I mean, we'll see. We'll see where it goes. Maybe it'll become something. Maybe it won't. But hold on, one thing that I gotta say is it'll never become a commercial thing. It'll never be a money-making enterprise. Fat Kings is not for money. We almost did it there for money shortly whenever we had all the shirts and shit, but then we ended up just giving them all away.
That is very true. The other thing is about this channel for me, and I don't know, I'm just speaking for myself, but this was kind of the guys' haven of the weight loss community. It's not that it was to exclude the women at all, not at all. But I wanted the men to have a voice in the community to experience those little different angles that men get along the journey. And then I think that also is beneficial for the women to see how the men are doing it too. But I always wanted it to be a little bit more, guys busting each other's balls and just, the normal guys. That's to say it's not exclusive, but I always wanted it to be that, and I wanted to keep being that. So. I think that's important. So.
Yes. Keep talking. I've lost something. I'm trying to find it.
So
my mind, but
yeah. Well, you lost that a while ago. So, and I'm not far behind you. So So definitely gonna keep doing my videos. I will take this moment since Tyrone is busy to remind everybody that it is almost Naked November, and that was a Fat Kings original idea. I am claiming it back. I'm just making sure everybody knows. And Tuesday will be my first November video. So I'm just gonna say now it's November and it's Naked November. So
was it? Now I know it was a Fat King. I think you did it originally, and then at the time there was more Team TJ than there was Team.
Absolutely, Phil. Yes.
So then I did it the following week, and then all of a sudden,
and it was on.
Everybody was doing it. Now everybody's Team Phil. I want to say that Tyrone stopped making videos, but I don't know. I don't know why nobody's Team me. I have 2 personalities, and neither one of them can get any fans.
Well, I mean, I had to go to a whole other country to really tip the scales. I mean, I had to bring an entire nation into my camp to even get above the original Team TJ numbers. So it was an expensive endeavor, but a good investment. So
that's right. You got to spend money. That's right.
When you're short stacked, you got to go all in sometimes.
So Dennis is on. I just want to let everybody know. So this was a process, right? So we had several people who we had thought about. One of the hosts Phil picked right away. So I kind of went on search of. It's funny because Phil picked a TJ replacement and I picked a Phil replacement, I think.
Right. I agree with that.
It wasn't intentional. That's just the way it worked out. But so I talked to a few guys, I watched some videos, and I was trying to figure it out. Dennis was one of them that was considered, and he's like, no, fuck off. I was like, all right, cool. And then, so anybody who thinks Dennis is a nice guy, he's not. He's a asshole behind the scenes. He's like the Brad Pitt of weight loss surgery.
He's too highbrow for this. Don't pick on him. He's
There was another guy who was in southern Miami, which was so douchey to me that I don't remember his fucking name, but he was like, no. I'm like, okay. So anyway, my search continued, and I had a couple of good candidates, and then I ended up with mine, but let's just go ahead and get it out. You go ahead, you announce, so we both selected somebody.
We both did.
You go ahead and go with yours. Phil's selection was first, really.
So for starters, I had in my mind 2, and we'll get to that later. But I didn't want to. I wanted TJ to basically bounce off my core idea, which was, of course, Walter. Walter will be one of the new Fat Kings. There was never a doubt in my mind that he wasn't going to be part of Fat Kings one way or another. And since he's so close to surgery now, we're going to let him do his surgery, get post-op, and then we're going to get him spun up, and he'll definitely be one of the Fat Kings. So
when is his surgery date?
The 7th, I think, of November. So
okay, so it works out well. So the plan. Okay, so I'll talk about mine. So then I can tell them what our schedule is, our tentative schedule that we've cleared with nobody.
Right, we need it all out.
But so I looked at a few people. I looked at Dennis, and he told me to fuck off. I looked at another guy, he told me to fuck off. I talked to a couple other guys. There were some people that I considered, but they were too far along. So we want somebody, either they just had surgery or they were about to have surgery. Somebody else I thought about was Tim, which teeny tiny mama. I can't say it right now because I can barely talk. But I considered her husband, but he wasn't. He kind of comes and goes out of the community, right? So Tim, you were on the list. I just want to let you know that. But anyway, I ended up with Andrew, and mainly because his last name is Lebowski.
The Big Lebowski.
It's not. It's like Lewandowski or something. But anyway, I can't say it. So it's Lebowski. But he's VSG Spike, and he also has like a beer channel, like Beer Tasters of America or something. We suck cock for beer.com, I think.
And deep down, I will say that in my mind, that was always the pairing I had in mind. But I didn't want it to be just mine. I wanted you to have that insight because I thought maybe I'm missing something in the dynamic, and it's kind of funny that that's where he landed. So.
But it was weird. It was a weird process because really Dennis. No offense to Andrew, but Dennis was my first pick because he was the most, at least on my side of the fence, he was the most active in the community. He was always posting. We talked personally. I never talked personally with Andrew before, or I should say VSG Spike.
Yeah, you should start looking for his channel right now. We'll link it somewhere in the notes later.
Yeah, we'll put it in the notes whenever we repost it. But yeah, I never talked to him. I seen him post a couple times, so I wasn't sure. Dennis was high on my list, but he turned me down. It really hurt my feelings. But anyway, so we ended up with Andrew. I think he's going to be a good fit. He doesn't seem to be too shy in front of the camera. He has a little experience, so we're good to go there. So, go ahead.
I have talked to Walter on the phone times this week. We talked a little bit about everything, and he's excited, and I know that he wants this to go on. He always wanted to be on the show at least. So this would be a good way, and why don't you go ahead and talk about how we're going to kind of transition this, and then we'll...
So the transition, the tentative transition that we're looking at doing is, so next week we'll have Andrew on, VSG Spike. We'll have VSG Spike on next week, so you guys can kind of get to know him, feel him out a bit, tickle his nuts a little bit. And then the week after that, we'll have Warrior on, VSG Warrior. Also, everybody knows him as Walter. Like, he's one of the few people actually know him as Walter instead of his screen name. So then we'll have Walter on, VSG Warrior.
And that's going to be tentative on how he's feeling after surgery too. Just
right.
We may have to go 1 week more.
We might have to, and then we'll take a break for Thanksgiving. So we'll just take 1 week off because Thanksgiving falls on a Thursday, which is an American holiday to celebrate the genocide of the American Indian.
Exactly.
We get together and celebrate that.
Something we do because he's Turkey. So
that's right. And then the week after Thanksgiving, the New Kings will take over. So this will be, unless something changes somehow, this will be the last show of just me and Phil. So if there's anything you want to ask of just I mean, we'll be on the next couple shows, but just us two. I really want to have Neo back on because she was like our first guest. Remember?
Well, we could
do the Birds and the Bees.
Yeah.
We should. I saw that she's out in the audience, but you know, it's funny because Neo's kind of coming back into the community again. But I think back to that whenever we did the Birds and the Bees, she had just gotten back from OH. She had just met Chris. Things with her, I don't want. I'm sorry, Sarah, but things with her marriage had just gone south. She was in kind of a very transitional phase, and it's kind of crazy to think. That's whenever we talked to her, right? We were at the beginning of our journey. She was kind of midst of it, going through this whole new transitional life. And then to look just a year later, it's almost a year exactly that we started doing it, where she's at now. So I was like, it would be kind of fun to have her back on and talk about the past year, all the changes that have taken place, because her life has completely changed. And I've seen her posting more. She actually put a video out, which I thought was funny because she said, watch for the other 3 signs of the apocalypse.
Well, it would work if we wanted to do a Neo show next week, which would be the 6th.
Mm-hmm.
We could move Andrew to the 13th and the Walter to the 20th, and that would give him more time to heal up, too, and then go on a break for the 27th, so which is Thanksgiving. So
no, that works out.
I think that works better. I say we do that. So see, we've already revised the schedule. Fuck both of you guys. We're taking it back.
We have to make sure that Sarah's good with coming on the show. We should probably ask her. And we could probably even do like maybe Neo and Waffle show. You know what I'm saying? To get their point of view, like where were they at that time? You know, because Chris was chilling in California being a big rock star, and Sarah was chilling in Portland being a big YouTube star, and their worlds kind of collided, right?
Yes.
So just kind of how that all came about.
A little refresher. Well, you know, the cool thing is like, it's funny that she kind of came back right when she and I kind of also reconnected, because we used to talk quite a bit, but like life too busy and we weren't connected.
You cut out real bad for me. I don't know if it's coming across, but for me you cut out. I heard "lat."
Oh, okay. So I'll recap. Yeah, so Sarah and I reconnected a lot more recently too, because of just our lives kind of coming back together. Mm-hmm. She's in her place, I'm in my place. We're talking about very different parts of the journey now. We've kind of swapped roles a little bit. I'm dealing with a lot more of the mental stuff. She's kind of back on the weight loss stuff. So now we're kind of mentoring each other on that again, and you know, keeping each other accountable. So I think it's a good time for that. I like that idea a lot. I really do. So
Sarah, I kind of like put, you know, like the TNT thing in the cartoons. I like hit that whenever the Tampa thing happened. The Tampa debacle exploded. Our friendship, not that the love ever went away, but some things behind the scenes went away that it took us a while to repair. But I think we're back in a good state. Because I still say, without the Sarahs, without Sarah and Sarah Spano, at the time, Sarah Spano and Sarah Spoon, without them, there would not be a Fat Kings in the WLS community, because they were our biggest supporters at the beginning and said, hey, come watch them. And I think that really Fat Kings and us as individuals being accepted into the community came from the Sarahs.
Yeah, that is very true. I mean, and we think about like how that whole Team VSG, and I mean, I'm gonna start dropping names, but you know, Kirk and Corey and Jamie. And, I mean, just everybody in Team VSG, like they took us right in, you know, in a heartbeat. We were the new guys, and they were like, "Come on, join our hangouts. Come on!" Like I almost felt bad about it, but yeah, we just all clicked, and I really missed that. I missed those hangouts and stuff, because I don't get to talk to those folks as much as we used to. You know, just
speaking of which, you're looking very Gucci with your kind of beard going on.
I've had a rough week. Now you got to call me Gooch, huh? It's not enough that I've had a bad week. Now you got to insult me. That's
poor Gooch. He got slammed on Back to Basics. Did you watch his Back to Basics video?
Don't worry, ate the
egg.
I start. I'm like, I'll hold him. You ladies get the bat.
Everybody jumped on. So everybody go watch Gooch's Back to Basics.
He was trying to be funny, but I'm
he
like,
was. He was just trying to. Yeah, he's just like, oh well, you know, sarcasm. He's Canadian. He's a Canadian.
He's an expat.
Canadian. Because I always say Canada and said, fuck, I don't know. Anyways, they're beating the shit out of his video for that because he's like, how do I handle Halloween? Let me show you. And he reads off the statistics of this chocolate egg, and then he eats it, and he's like, that's how I handle Halloween. And that pissed people off. The dude's being funny.
The guy's down to 134. I bench more than him, okay? I bench more than him in a set of 50, okay? So that's saying something. And then he's struggling to get weight on. I'm sure that's tough, but for people in this community who are struggling to get pounds off, it's like, oh, and now he's eating chocolate in front of me. I'm gonna have to kill him. I get it. I'm sure it's not real hatred, but it's the guy you love to hate.
Yeah, it feels like real hatred that people are like people are thumbs downing his video and stuff.
Oh shit, come on. He was just trying to have fun. So
yeah, so everybody go check out his video and take it for what it is. It was not him being a douchebag. He was just trying to be funny about it.
He really was trying to be
And it's funny. Because we all pick on him about eating his poontang and all. Like,
right.
He posts the worst stuff he eats, but that might be one meal every 2 days. And he posts it, so it looks like he's eating shit every day, but he doesn't. Like, he eats like a true BSGer most of the time. And then whenever
less than he doesn't eat enough, quite frankly.
Yeah, and then whenever he eats something bad, he posts it, so it looks like the dude's like just eating crap all the time, and that's not the case. So understand it's a joke. Like, you have to understand, some of us YouTube personalities are in this for fun. We don't really take it serious, except for Phil.
Fuck you. Dude, that was not an easy video to make. Stop it.
You might not have ever puked, but I think I'm the only person who's never cried on YouTube. I've never done a crying YouTube video.
Yeah, well, I don't recommend it. So
there was a week
I don't recommend needing to make one. Let's put it that way.
When we were first coming out, there was a week where like everybody just broke down. Like everybody had a bawling video.
Yeah.
I was like, oh fuck, do I want to do this?
Oh shit. Poor Mel got some shit because her post, Wonder Sleeps Down Under video was just no crying. She was all good. But she's like, yeah, that's after me crying for 48 hours straight, missing everybody, and having all my feels. I just cried out. By the time I made that video, I just cried out. So I'm like, oh, good.
I told you, she's an Australian female. They're like, they handle spiders and sharks that like kill you with a nibble. So.
So yeah, it's just kind of everybody was just so motivated. Like after Tampa, it was like it was a cry fest. Everybody was having a hard time getting through their videos. So
it was
the same thing for this one. It was a lot like that, man. And maybe more so for me in a way that I'm like, that's a far way to go to see those people again. When am I going to do that again? I'd love to. Don't get me wrong, but let's be realistic too. So
yeah.
So we'll see.
And then other Getting Thin Gwendolyn, she says that maybe we could have another show that talks about the mental voyage. She says Fat Kings Friday is still reigning. But I've had a few people ask, well, what other show are you guys going to do? And I know we had talked about maybe doing like a coffee talk type of show, and I don't know if it'll be a show or if we're just going to do a hangout and invite a few people, or there's nothing official yet. I don't plan on anything after this. We both have a lot of stuff going on, right? And I'm launching all these sites. Very fucking so, but anyway, so I'm doing iOS Mojo, Android Mojo, and then I'm getting ready to start with the Jack Beards thing, and then we're selling the house in Washington. So if anybody lives in Washington, is looking for a house in the Spokane area, it's on 12 acres, sits on a cliff overlooking the Spokane River. It's 6,000 square feet, 5-bedroom, 5-bathroom, built-in library. Has like a hidden door going into like a mother-in-law apartment. It's fucking rocking. So
and recently heavily upgraded.
Mm-hmm.
Heavily upgraded. So
there's a new roof on it, new sidings on it, and then we pretty much leveled the whole main floor and made it into one big open space because it was kind of chopped up before. Because they were fuck, it's a famous movie too. Oh, Gone in 60 Seconds, the original Gone in 60 Seconds. Anyway, he's the one who owned the house before us, so he was the original builder of it. He did all kinds of stuff. He knew like Aaron Spelling and all, like he's a big time dude, right? And if you talk to the guy, he talks to you forever. But anyway, it was built for like these 70s Hollywood parties type setup. So like you had the kitchen, and then you had the sunroom with a hot tub in it, like just right off of the kitchen. And then it was sectioned off into another part. So we just took all that shit out, made it one big room, and that took months. And anyway, yeah, new roof, new siding, whole new level. All right, that's my sales pitch on my in Washington. It's not my house. I should say our house. Me and Penny's Washington. So it's going to go up for sale. It's not all the way redone. So what we're going to do is we're going to try to sell it as is. If somebody takes it, great. If they don't, then we'll dump the gazillion dollars into it to have the whole thing redone, and then we'll sell it that way. But you're going to save yourself about, not exaggerating, probably about $250,000 if you buy it now. So.
That's, yeah. And then you got work shit that you're for the rest of the year. I mean,
yeah, I got work stuff. I'm going back. I start back to school again November 1st. I'm gonna get that master's degree. I'm gonna finish it eventually.
One class at a time, baby.
I start November 1st.
One class a year.
Again. So yeah, and then Penny, she's taken off. She'll be gone for 6 months. So there's just a lot going on. It's not really a good time to be a fat king.
Yeah, and I'll second that in the sense that I have, I've got to finish this other script while the iron is hot. I've got a lot of good material for it right now. I've got to finish this script before the end of the year, damn near first draft anyway. And then with the holidays coming up and just work, I've got new projects kicking off, and it's just getting harder and harder. My free time's just getting harder and harder to get anything productive done. And if I'm not creating something in my free time or doing something in my free time, not that Fat Kings isn't doing something, but I just not feeling like I'm fulfilled right now. And I really need to focus on other stuff. And I've got some shit around in my personal life that needs to get dealt with. So we'll just see.
You got to deal with that.
I could deal
that
with
sounds
that.
Sounds very Walter. Hey, like I haven't seen all Walter videos. I've seen a couple, but. Like he's very like fucking Guido. Hey.
Yeah, he puts on a lot of characters and he's very good at them. So I was talking to him the other day, and he's like, we were talking to him like, yeah, I love your last two videos. You went from panic to manic. And he laughed. He's like, that's exactly what happened. So
you can see the wheels turning in his videos. That he's starting to get to that freak out stage, right?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. He's super freaked out and then super excited. You know how you go back and forth between the two. So yeah, it's good. So
let's see what we got. We got any questions?
So Tanya says she's never cried in a YouTube video, and actually now that I think about Tanya, I know this to be true.
No, but she was f-bombing like a motherfucker on her last video. Did you watch that?
Oh, and she scared me. That's how I was like scared after I saw that video.
You usually miss Southern Belle, but she's like fuck. Oh, shit. Yeah, she bombed the fuck out of that video.
See, I love 50 Shades of Phil from Mamma Mia. Well, I'm glad somebody does because I'm not too fond of them. It's been a journey. Let's leave it at that.
Mamma Mia, she says my week 9 video was almost emotional. It's called Emotions. It was pretty emotional. I didn't cry, but it was emotional.
Let's see. Andrew's in there. Looking forward to continuing the show. That's good.
Yeah.
Doug asks which who gets to wear which hat. I said BYOC. Bring your own crown. So you're not getting our hats. You got to bring your own crown. So,
yeah, no, this one's staying with me for a while. So nobody's taking my shit. Gotta get you on.
I don't know if I told the story behind this hat or not, but.
You got in Australia, like you were blowing V, and he's like, "That was really good." So here's a hat.
Here's a hat. It's pretty much what it was. No, that wasn't the story. I was looking at these hats.
Go ahead. Mm-hmm.
I was like,
I'm gonna make a drink while you do that. Go ahead.
Oh, all right. But you're not gonna make fun of me if you don't hear the story. So I'm looking at the hats. We're at Dream World. I'm looking at the hats. I'm like, it's a pretty nice hat. And And then, I'm like trying them on and what have you. And so the girls, I was there with the girls. I was with Shell and Mel. And, they're like, oh, that one's the hottest one. I almost ripped my pocket off my pants getting my wallet to pay for it at that point. So that's the story behind that. That's the sexiest one. Oh, okay, I'm buying it. And luckily, one of the girls had a season pass, so I got a discount. So there you go. That's the story of the hat. It's not as fun when TJ's not here to make fun of me. So that story didn't really do anything for me. Let's see if there's any comments. Maybe somebody made fun of me in the comments. Let's see. No. So there's Corey. Corey's pretty busy guy. Corey, anybody seen Corey working on his house? Holy shit. That guy can do some shit. Corey, you're like the man, dude. I don't know half the shit you're doing, and I thought I was pretty domesticated. You got that shit down. You're not afraid of anything. But, yeah.
Keep talking because I can't hear you yet.
Yeah. Just put your headphones in.
All right. Yeah, that was a horrible story. How's your vagina?
It's awesome. Phil, I don't know anything about your writing, play, or script. What have you written? What has been produced or published? I have written.
Have you heard of Clerks? He fucking wrote that shit.
I did not.
Clerks 3 with Jane Silent Bob returning. Fucking wrote that.
I write all Kevin Smith stuff. I let him take credit for it. No, I've written several things. I've written serial short stories. I've written
the sisters that went to the competitions. What was that one?
Most recently, I wrote a romantic comedy, which I never thought I'd write a romantic comedy. That was never in my lexicon. I wrote a romantic comedy originally called The Branwyn Sisters, which actually was retitled Mr. Right. And, Mr. WRIGHT, which it makes sense when you know the name of the story. And that was a romantic comedy. I love that story. Every time I read it, I laugh. So I really wrote it for me. A few people have read it in the community. They enjoyed it, but it did not do well in competition. And I think mainly because there is a particular character in there that's a very dirty humor kind of Kevin Smith kind of character, and that did not play so well with the judges. But right now I'm rewriting a new updated version of Cyrano de Bergerac, which is one of my favorite all-time plays, which is irony because it's a Frenchman and I don't have a lot of love for the French. But I'm doing it kind of like if you saw Roxanne with Steve Martin, I'm doing it a little bit more serious than that. But basically the main character's flaw is not necessarily a big nose, and we'll leave it at that because I don't write fast. I don't want to give anybody ideas to beat me to the punch.
He has a Big Johnson, right? Did I beat you?
I can either confirm nor deny. That's it's very. What I can say is it's almost autobiographical. Let's just leave it at that.
Okay, so he doesn't have a Big Johnson. All right.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. Exactly. I'm really excited about that, and I've got a couple of scripts out there that I've been toying with. I wrote before the movie Alien vs. Predator came out. I wrote a Alien vs. Predator script. I actually wrote 2, and I actually did have a contact at Fox that I was talking to about that script. That he was interested in reading it, which is as close as I've gotten to that industry. But pretty much about halfway through the second draft, about quarter way through the second draft, I got a letter from him saying, "Hey, Paul Anderson just brought a script and a whole thing to the table, and they're going with that. So I didn't want you to waste your time." So I stopped.
Well, that's cool. You at least let you know. So Hopeful T says they're coming from the hospital bed. They're not coming, but they're in their hospital.
Good for them. I mean, I wasn't in any condition to be doing that after a hospital.
So congratulations to Hopeful T. They have a dog as their avatar, so I don't know if it's a guy or a girl. But congratulations, Hopeful T. Welcome to the bench. Unless you had like cancer surgery, then I'm glad you're alive.
Yes, that's always a good thing. Yes.
I can't wait. I'm gonna get cancer at some point, right? Because I chew and everything.
I don't want anybody I know to get that ever again.
It's 1 out of 2. There's 2 of us, so one of us has to get it. So
in that case, I'm really sorry to hear about it because I'm not fucking getting it. You're getting it.
I'll take it. I'm just hoping that like when I do get it, it's far enough down the road that there's like, oh, we give you like penicillin for that.
we give you cancercillin. Here you go. You're all better now.
That's my hope.
Your dick there.
Yeah. When it does come around, I'm pretty sure that's what's going to kill me is cancer unless they come up with a cure for it. But many billions of dollars later, they have not done that, so I don't see any cure anytime soon.
They made some big breakthroughs, though, I gotta say. So
It's alright, dude. I don't have it yet. You don't have
hang in there, buddy. Don't lose hope.
you don't have to console me yet.
I'm practicing.
We'll do like a 50-50 thing, right?
Nellie Mae wants to know what the hell you needed a 600 square foot house for.
A 600 square foot house.
6,000, sorry, 6,000.
Oh. You know, it was just one of those things that saw it online and it just spoke to me. I mean, the view's amazing. Anybody who was on my personal page saw the pictures of it, and they might be on the VSG page. I don't know.
Throw them back up on Fat Kings.
Yeah, I can put them up on Fat Kings if people want to see it. I did a walkthrough. That video's on Fat Kings. I was trying to do like a fun like a Ghost Hunters type walkthrough, but it came out like shit. But that's what happens when you're in the middle of the woods by yourself for a couple months. You do crazy shit because it's way out in the middle of fucking nowhere. But well, yeah, it just
a weird video, but
yeah,
I mean, cool.
It seemed like a cool thing. Like I said, it has a full library. It has a little spiral staircase that goes up to the library, which Jenny's real into books, so it had her thing. For me, it had a secret door that went into a whole nother apartment, and that was pretty cool. It had a pool table in the basement, which, you know, big into playing pool. It overlooked the river. It had acreage. It had everything we wanted, but then I decided I don't like winter. So now we're gonna sell it.
Your wife got deployed on the other side of the country, which also.
Yeah. I mean, now that you're in Florida and it's like if it gets 70, you're putting on a sweater. I can't imagine going back to Washington.
That would be a little much. Yeah, you were giving me shit about the temperature here today. I'm like, oh, it's a beautiful fall day. Right now it's 58 degrees, and you're like, holy shit, 58 degrees. I'm like, yeah, that's normal here, you know.
No, I'll pass on that. I can't even remember. Like when I was in South Dakota and it was negative like 50, literally negative 50. I can't remember that. I just remember that if you walked from your house to the car, your skin would be burning. Anything exposed would be burning and your nostrils freeze.
Yeah, that's too cold for me. Matter of fact, the freaking heater's been kicking on already. It's only October 30th. And my hands are getting cold again. So this shit is still going to be again this year. I'm going to have the cold hands and all that shit. So everybody's like, oh no, that goes away in the second year and blah, blah, blah. Bullshit. They're already starting that. So
a teeny tiny tummy for Christine says cancer is not as fun as I made it seem. Because she had cancer. I didn't follow her story through the cancer, but I know she has, so congratulations.
I don't think you were saying it was fun. I think you were saying it.
Hopefully I don't have to go through all that shit when I eventually get it.
Right. You're just hoping that, yeah. No, it wasn't a, yeah, no.
Hopeful T says that she is a female and not coming. She thinks she'd feel better if that happened.
Female and not coming. I think I feel better. Yeah, no, I pretty much guarantee that there's never a downside to that. I don't see a...
Mama Mia talks about Mary Jane as new cancer treatment. And that's what they're saying, that it cures cancer.
Well, then you will never get it. I'm the one that's in trouble.
Exactly, you're screwed.
I'm fucked. It's Fucktember, and I'm the mayor of Fuckville. So.
Oh, Sandra Hess, she had cancer twice. I'm like joking about cancer.
Thanks for putting that on,
Everybody fucking has cancer.
This is why TJ can't be on the show anymore.
I know, yeah. It's fucking asshole. I have cancer right now. I'm going to die in 3 months. Asshole.
And then Allison's saying, you have to like the French because both your kids speak French. I don't have to like them because of that. And especially Emily, when she doesn't want you to know what she's talking about. Fantastic. See, I saw that shit coming. If my kids got along better, they could run scams on me. The nice thing is they don't get along well, so they can't run scams on me because they could be talking in French right in front of my face. I wouldn't have a fucking clue what they were saying. They could be planning my murder. I wouldn't know any better. So
my stepdaughter, she was an honors French student, and she went to France. She went to French.
She went to French.
She went to French and got to experience it and stuff. I don't know if she can still speak it, but yeah, she was big into it. Emily had you wrapped around her finger anyway. Not Jake, but Emily does.
I don't let her. I mean, she definitely has me more aware of that, so I still hold her feet to the fire. She just cries a lot more when I get very firm.
Full of crap.
I don't think she'd agree with you. So, are you guys doing anything for Halloween? Says the Tiger. He wants to know if you guys are doing anything.
Yes. Tomorrow I'm going partying, actually. So hitting the downtown Soho something area. I don't know. We got some friends here that are taking us out. So we're going to go out to eat and then go hit a bunch of parties at some bars. I'm going to be fucked up tomorrow. So
are you going to wear a costume?
No, I am a costume.
Well, you just wear that. That's plenty right there.
I know. So yeah, I apologize for any Facebook posts that might show up tomorrow.
Yeah, you know, I no need to apologize to me. I had a few of those this week myself. Yeah, man, I wish I could tell you I was, because Halloween's like my big year, and this is my first skinny year. Like, I could go get the Batman costume and I could pull it off now. Like, I really could. But I just got back from Australia and I just didn't like jump on the Halloween thing right away, and it's here already. Like, I can't do anything about it now. And tomorrow night I'll be taking Emily around trick or treating. But then I thought, well, you know, I could go out and go to a party or something, have one of the grandmas swing by and watch the kids. But I don't know, man. I don't have a costume. Plenty of my friends are going out and they wouldn't care if I tagged along at all. But I just don't know. Yeah, I don't think so. I don't have a costume or anything. I guess I could try and go get one tonight, but I probably won't.
We went to like a 2020s themed wedding. That was pretty cool.
Yeah, you look pretty dapper there, sir. That was looking good.
Yeah, and the funny thing is, all that stuff came from my closet. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. Like, I didn't have to go buy it. Jenny, she actually purchased her dresses, but she bought 2 of them because she didn't know which one would look best. But yeah, I actually had that old shit sitting in my closet.
Crazy sauce. All right, see anything else? No, yeah, sorry to let you down there, Tiger. We're just sounds like TJ's got it all wrapped up for tomorrow, but I don't have a costume or anything, so we'll see. I mean, I guess 11th hour I could come up with something, but if I do, you'll see pictures.
Mama Mia talks. She says it's a good idea to leave Washington. We were planning on coming out in November because we're going to try to make it out there before Penny takes off, but I don't think we're going to make it because everybody's coming here over the Christmas holidays, so we probably won't go there. But it depends on how things play out. I might go there for a few months while Jenny's gone. If so, Mama Mia, we'll get together then. But yeah, no, the November trip is not happening. At least right now, it doesn't look like that. So anyway, that's like a personal message. Nobody else even needs to know about that.
So the other thing that Sandra said had asked, did we see Kevin Smith with his beard shaved off?
No.
And I did, and he looks so much younger. He looks like completely younger. It's weird.
I did not see it. Did he just recently shave it?
Yeah, he recently shaved it, put a picture up. I think he's probably growing it back. But yeah, he shaved it he shaved it off and put a pic up. So.
Okay, well, that's not going to happen for me.
No, I know. I'm gonna try and get it done for November, and we'll see if but it's already starting to itch, so we'll see.
You just gotta let it go. There's this company called Jack's Beard that makes some rockin' beard oil. I could probably get you a hookup.
Oh, nice. Well, we'll talk.
Yeah, they'll help soften that up. Chicks, they do. Tanya can attest. Jenny can attest.
That's true. Both of you guys have beards. That is right.
Because I hooked John up with a supply. So.
Well, you know what's funny? Because this is like the 5th person to tell me, you should grow a beard. Try it. I'm like, all right, fuck it, I'll do it. It was after 5 people saying it. I'm like, I'll try it.
It's so funny because you're like Wookiee on the rest of your body.
I am totally. No, I totally before I left for Down Under, I had to do the whole shearing thing, man. I had to knock that shit down. So I could go to the beach and take my shirt off, which was weird. Like, for the first time, I was like at a beach with my shirt off, and while I was self-conscious, like nobody else seemed to notice or care. You know, like it was like all fine. You know, it's just in your head. You know, it's crazy. But
right.
And that was before I lost the extra 10 pounds. Which let's talk about that a little bit. I was 199.8 this morning. Now I was dehydrated, so don't anybody panic. I'm not claiming Wonderland for that because I know I was dehydrated, but that kind of flipped me out a little bit when I saw that this morning. I'm like, no, that didn't happen, and I got off the scale and just walked away. I'm like, I'm dehydrated. I'll weigh again tomorrow. But yeah, that was a little.
You did hit Wonderland. I mean, it doesn't matter dehydrated or not. You hit it.
Yeah, well, I'm not claiming it. So, but I do like the way everything's like lining up, like the midsection now with that extra 10 pounds. I'm not gonna lie. it just feels better. And I'm like, oh shit, I like this weight better. So I kind of want to try and hold it now. So
no more plastic surgery thoughts.
Yeah. I mean, I think about it, but man, it's. I would give it another. I mean, I'll see where it looks in July, and if I can hold this weight, see if the skin tightens up a little more. I'm on the fence about it. I don't think I would at this point, but I don't know. We'll see. I'll never say never. That shit gets me in trouble every time. Every time I say the word never, then that's like signing up for it. You know, it's like, oh, that means you're going to be doing it in the next 6 months. Fantastic. So.
PSG Fat Bottom Girl asks, she just got here. What'd she miss? I don't know. The whole show?
Yeah, it's recorded. You can.
You'll have to go back and watch it again. It's really.
Put your time in like the rest of the people. Sorry.
But really, you missed nothing.
No, that's bullshitting.
Oh, you know what? Look, I can show. No, I can't. I can't get my new tattoo.
Oh yeah.
I posted pictures of it. Jenny, she got a new tattoo too. She got
yes. Yeah, I actually saw a couple, and so did Tanya and John, right?
Shh.
I mean.
Shh. Oh, dude, you just.
I'm asking.
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I guess they didn't.
Oh my god. You have no idea what you just said.
I'm asking a question.
Oh my god.
I have no knowledge either way, is my point. But your answer seems to imply something.
All right, so moving on.
What is my phone doing? Sorry, everybody. I don't know why it's. Oh, it's the phone ringing. Sorry.
What else we got? We got anything? Does anybody have any questions? It's our last show. Semi-last show.
I mean, no, we're gonna do the Nerd Normies show next week.
Well, if she'll come on, I don't know. She disappeared after I said that. I haven't seen her.
I'm committing her right now. That's.
She's committed.
She's committed. We have to make that happen. Come on. And I'm sure we can get Chris. If we can't get them both, then at least we gotta get Sarah. Not that Chris is because we gotta go out with somebody we came in with. I think that makes more sense. But
you came in Sarah? What?
That did not come out of my mouth correctly. That could cause trouble in the Waffle household. That never happened. Now Chris, of course, but not Sarah.
But not Sarah. Okay, good deal. I don't know. Let's hit a refresh, and then I'm gonna go back. I got 2 episodes of the 100 to watch.
Ah.
Because I watched all season 1. I was avoiding it because it's like teenagers re-inhabiting Earth. I was like, no. But I watched everything else on Netflix, so I figured, well, I'll check this out. Fucking hooked. And the new season just started, so it's on Hulu. Let's see. What we got?
Having technical difficulties.
I'm trying to refresh. Melly May says congrats to Walter and Andrew. She's excited. Miss Janie got a new tattoo. What'd you get? Oh shit. Yeah, we're on like a 20-second delay, so we're gonna have to
wait for it.
Wait for her to respond. I didn't know she got a new tattoo. BSG Brad, no Halloween plans here. I don't see anything new. Corey talks about how crazy how busy we get. Yeah, Corey's house, man. Have you been watching his reconstruction?
I was talking about that while you were away, actually. And yeah, that dude is amazing. The shit that guy can do is like impressive as hell. You know, like I do a lot of home repair and stuff like that, but he's like doing it all by himself practically. It seems it's crazy. So.
Yeah, no, he fucking busted that shit out. Looks good. We were there on our way down to Florida, we stopped by and saw him. Got to see the house. He has this really cool. He hasn't taken any pictures of it. I don't know why, but he has like this, like Italian tile that's all throughout the house. It's really cool. I was like, dude, if you take this up, let me know. I'll come remove it and take it because it's really cool.
No kidding. No, he's got to repurpose that for sure. I mean, shit.
I don't know that he was taking it up, but if I just haven't seen any. He hasn't taken any pictures of it. Yeah, I think that's that, man. I don't have nothing else.
Yeah, I'm thinking so too. And I got a couple things I want to do tonight. Run a few errands for Halloween. At least put a little effort in. So yeah. So thanks everybody for popping in. We'll try and, like I said, the plan. I'm going to recap real quick just for the latecomers. the plan is next week we will do another Phil TJ Fat Kings with Sarah Nerd in Oregon if she agrees. The 13th we will have on Spike, aka Andrew. Get him familiarized with the show. Get you guys busted his balls a little bit. The 20th we'll have Walter because Walter should be well recovered from his surgery at that point. He will be freshly post-op, about 2 weeks out from there, so he should be feeling pretty good. Get him all oriented, and then we'll try and transnet over to the guys. Take the Thanksgiving week off, which would be the 27th, and then maybe have the guys do their first show on the 4th of December. So that's the tentative schedule. Walter has not agreed to it, neither has Andrew at this point. But as their producers, I am saying that this is their schedule, and we'll go from there. So yeah.
Sounds good.
All right. Until next time, guys. Thanks for tuning in, and remember, it's good to be the king.